I have big news coming in from Russia. It could possibly be a big diplomatic victory, specifically because it concerned Indians directly. According to our sources, Russia is likely to discharge Indians in the army, in the Russian army, who had been deployed to the front lines at the border, and there had been complaints and grievances coming in. After Modi raked up the issue with Putin in Moscow, because this was directly about Indians who had been, remember, putting out either videos or were alleging that they have been deployed on the front lines to fight the war. Russia will facilitate the release of Indians in the army. Now, there have been some who have returned as well, but there have been casualties too. Russia will discharge and facilitate the return of Indians working in the Russian army after Prime Minister Modi raised the matter with President Putin. This is according to our sources. We will await an official confirmation on this as well. Gaurav Sawant is on the ground in Moscow. Gaurav, I bring you in here. This could be huge because this was one of the big concerns that Indians had felt. Gaurav, if you can guess. Gaurav, we'll just get your audio line back on. But what Gaurav Sawant, remember, earlier also had informed to us that there were Indians expected to return. This issue had been raised by Prime Minister Modi to Vladimir Putin one-on-one directly, that it would be imperative that Indians do not fall in the line of harm at all with the Russia-Ukraine ongoing war. Also because India has been a friend and ally to Russia. Because now, as Gaurav is back with us, Gaurav, go ahead, because Russia's references that Indians will be facilitated to return and will not be deployed on the front lines could be seen as a huge achievement. Gaurav Sawant continues to be with us there in Moscow. Gaurav, you were mentioning this earlier, and it appears to have happened that Indians will be asked and will be facilitated to return, will not be deployed in the Russian army at the border.
The people say by sources that absolutely in touch with the Russian President Vladimir Putin, one of the main areas would be this safe and early release of Indians who are caught in this crossfire, who've been misled into joining the Russian army. And India has constantly taken this up with Russia. The fact that Russia has assured India, this is showcase information, that they will be speedily repatriated, brought back and then dispatched to India is a shot in the arm for India-Russia relations, because India did not want its citizens to be fighting this conflict, this Russia's special operations in Ukraine. What had happened was, the information we were able to glean was a group of Indians were misled by human traffickers. They wanted to get into Europe. They were promised that they would be sent to Russia, and from Russia they would be taken to Europe. Now, India carried out a series of raids even within the country, and several people have been taken into custody and charge-sheeted in this case. The human traffickers have been charge-sheeted.
Gaurav, this is definitely big news that you're bringing to us, and I'll come back to you in just a short while, because this is definitely going to become a big highlight, and it comes after Prime Minister Modi had also made a mention of it.